Good morning. Today we're going to be making fruit cake. What are you gonna do? What are you doing?
I am chopping up dates.
And what are you doing?
And I'm chopping up candy cherries.
Now what do we call this kind of cut?
Rough.
Rough chop. And why do we like it rough chopped?
Because we like chunks.
We like bigger chunks. You can do fine, you can do medium, but we're just gonna rough chop it. Go ahead and chop that up and get it back into the bowl. Good job, guys. Really carefully chop with your hand on top. Okay? Okay, go ahead and keep your palm of your hand flat. Don't wiggle your knife. Straight down chop. Push. That's right. That's right. That's a nice rough chop. Now, this also calls for 1 cup of citron, which we don't use. We use 2 lemons, which he's zesting, and then the zest of 1 large orange. Okay, while the kids are zesting 2 whole lemons and 2 whole oranges, I'm going to tell you what's in our fruitcake bowl. We have 1 cup of cherries, 1 cup of raisins, 1 cup of golden raisins, 1 cup of dates, 2 cups of pineapple, and 1 cup of red and 1 cup of green cherries, 1 cup of prunes, 1 cup of walnuts. We've been spending the morning rough chopping a lot of stuff. Anyway, there's a lot of fruit in this bowl. Did I cover it? Green cherries, red cherries, prunes, dates, golden raisins, brown raisins, walnuts, pineapple. Everything is exactly 1 cup except for the pineapple is two of the little packages, 2 cups. And then we also have 1.5 cups of cranberries. Okay, that's what's in the bowl. And then we're going to add their zest, and then we're going to add the liquid. This recipe has to sit for 24 hours. So
And now we're going to put in the liquid.
And what are you doing? What's your liquid?
I'm going to be juicing oranges.
1 large orange.
And I'm going to be juicing 1
Half?
half lemon.
Okay.
I did a little. And then I couldn't.
Okay, oh, you did a great job, Lily.
Put in 1 cup of grape juice.
Good job. Okay, let me get a big spoon. You can get it stirred in. Okay, now we're going to do something called folding. So you show them how to fold. You just fold it over. Okay, let's see, little Bradley. Hey, let's see. Let me just get a little last squeezer and you can dump your orange in. There you go. Put it in. There you go. And then that's all the liquid. 1 large juiced orange, 1 cup of dark grape juice, and 1/4 lemon. Good job. Leave it sit on the counter, just at room temperature, for 24 plus hours. So if you can't get to it exactly 24 hours later, it can sit on your counter a couple days. Now this fruitcake is kid friendly. There's so many recipes for a fruitcake out there. This one is no alcohol. And we're going to cover this. Pull it out a little more. There you go. Now cut it off. We're going to cover this and leave it on the counter for 24 hours. There we go. Got her? Woo! Got her! Woo! Okay. All right. Just room temperature for 24 hours. Okay, we are continuing the process of our fruit cake. What are you doing?
I am packing firmly brown sugar.
Okay, show us how to do that. What are you doing?
I am.
Did you forget what that's called? What is that? Sugar. And what are you doing? You're putting 3/4 cup in. Come on. How many of those do you need to make 3/4 cup?
3.
Okay, because they are what size cup is that?
This is a 1/4.
1/4, and we need 3. Okay, put it in the bowl. Oh, you just about got yours licked. Okay.
In this bowl, we have 3/4 brown sugar and 3/4 white sugar.
3/4 cups. Okay, what's next?
I am adding 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda.
And what are you putting in?
I'm putting in
What does that say? 1 teaspoon.
1 teaspoon of cinnamon.
Okay, in it goes.
I'm putting in 1.5 cups of flour.
Okay. So in this bowl, we have 1.5 cups of flour, 3/4 cup of firmly packed brown sugar, 3/4 cup of granulated sugar, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Easy peasy. Now
In
we're gonna
that cup, we have 5 eggs and 2 tablespoons of molasses.
Okay, give it a good whisk. Okay, now when you're whisking, kind of hold your fork, or if you have a whisker, and just kind of go like this in a circle. Kind of like a sideways twister. Keep your fork so it doesn't flip everything around. Good, you're getting it. Keep it going.
This is what it should look like when it's whisked. And now I'm going to add it to the bowl.
Okay. Okay, go ahead and add the 1/2 cup of butter in. Okay, I'm going to show you. Scoop it like that, and then scoop it in. There you go. That's good helping. Mix it up till it's very nicely mixed.
Measuring the length at 9.5 inches. I am measuring the width, which is at 5.5 inches.
Parchment's marked nowadays, so just stay right on the line. Good job. Okay, for fruit cake, there's a special pan preparation. What do we call this preparation?
A double prepared pan.
Okay, and how do we do that? How do we achieve a double prepared pan?
We put butter on it, and then we put parchment on the butter, and then we put butter on top of the parchment, and then we put another thing of parchment, and then we put another batch of butter.
Yes, all of that. So you prepare the pan twice. Butter, parchment, butter, parchment, butter, until you've got 2 full layers.
Now we have uncovered our fruit mixture and have stirred it. And we have the batter ready to put in the fruit cake.
Okay, slide that in the middle, and you stir or gently fold, and you go ahead and scrape that in there. Mix it all in.
Now it's time to put them in the oven.
Okay, this particular batch made 2 loaves. You can do a great big loaf. You can do an actual cake. You can do mini loaves. But the batch we just showed you how to make makes 2 9.5 by 5.5 1/2-inch loaves. The oven is preheated at 250, and you're going to cook these loaves for 3 hours. And when I told you that it was 3 hours on 250, well, I didn't account for a change in elevation and the change from an electric stove to a gas stove. So it was 250 yesterday for 4.5 hours. But it's perfect. Turned out really good. Now, if you didn't notice, we put these long. The kids measured them really long. And you know, if you fold them over, then it's really good for wrapping, for storing in the fridge, or for freezing. And the kids are going to wrap this one because we're going to eat it for Thanksgiving. And then we're freezing this one for what?
Christmas.
Christmas. Okay, go ahead and show them how to wrap that. Put your fingers in there. There you go. Yep, got to roll it out bigger than the pan. Okay, stick it in the box. And let's give it a little cut. There we go. Okay, now this is really easy. Go ahead and grab both ends of that and pull it right out of the pan. You hold the pan down. Yes. Oops. Right on over. And you're going to want to leave it right in this parchment. It's nice and buttery and non-stick. Get it nice and snug on there. Nice and snug. And you're going to wrap it the same way to freeze it or to put it in the fridge. Okay, fold up the sides and then roll it back down. Nice. This one's ready to go in the fridge. If you want to freeze it, you put on some freezer paper. And it'll stay in there for at least a year.
This is our finished product of road cake.
Okay, who wants to try a piece? Okay, got some fruit cake lovers in the joint. Well, these are awfully big pieces. How about we do a third for you? There you go, give it a try. Oh, and a third for you. Give it a try.
Thanks for stopping by.